afternoon, everyone. So I'm Amir Marna, and I came in the third position in the HSSLC examinations that we just got the results for this morning. First of all, what I'd like to say is, you've already started your school. It's been like 2 months or something, right? So it's already like you're on the verge of your pre-selection exams, if I'm not wrong. So what I encourage you to do is, time is flying, as you are experiencing now, as we are all experiencing now. So you need to dedicate yourself. You need to have a goal. You need to set priorities in your life. You need to ask yourself why you are here. What is the reason that you are here, right? So it's a privilege to be in St. Anthony's School. You remember that. You need to remember that, because many students try to get into the school, but very few actually get admission here. So you are a few of the privileged students. So you need to understand that, right? You need to understand that you are privileged. You need to take it to heart that you are here for a reason. You are here to accomplish a goal, right? You all have goals, I believe. I hope so. In your life, you all have an aspiration or an aim, right? So if you don't, if you are just here for some reason, I really encourage you to set up a goal for yourself. It's been a year. You've been in class 11, though I know it was very hectic, right? Was class 11 hectic? But hopefully till now, like, you've learned like which subjects your strengths are in and which ones you are weaker, right? So now you need to be consistent with your studies. At least 2 hours a day, I think you can devote for studying. I know with tuitions and the extracurriculars, I think it takes up a lot of our time, right? That was what I experienced. So, but if you have a goal, right, you will always try to make time for that. God did not give us 3 extra time, right? We didn't have 25 or 26 hours in a day. We all had 24 hours, and that's the same that He has given to you. So, you are as blessed, okay, with 24 hours. So, you need to know how to utilize that 24 hours that you have been given. So, what I encourage you to do is, at least every single day, you study at least for 2 hours. You are in class 12 now. You need to dial down on the enjoyments and all the the fun and all. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't have fun with your friends anymore and just isolate yourself. You will die if you do that. Even we make friends, right? We are friends, and we love to go out and to hang out with friends and all. So I don't diminish the fact that we need friends in our life, and we need to have a friend group to enjoy our chats and to share stuff, because it's not all about studies, right? You have a personal life, you have a social life. So but they cannot be your priority. You cannot prioritize your friends over your studies. You have got your priorities all wrong. If you are saying that if you keep your friends first and you have a goal to achieve, to be in the top 10 or whatever, if that's what you want, then you are fooling yourself, right? So I'm not saying that you don't need friends or you shouldn't hang out with friends. I have a lot of friends. I love hanging out with my friends. But when it's time to study, it's time to study. And so 2 hours a day, I think you can do that, every single one of you. And during the exams, maybe 8, 10, 12 hours if you can. Devote yourself that much, right? For me, all the glory goes to God. I don't want to take any glory for myself, because I don't deserve it really, and it's only God who deserves the glory. Because for me, if it weren't for God, I wouldn't be where I am today. And God keeps me grounded. Sometimes if we achieve something and we don't have a base, we tend to just fly off, right? And our pride just goes up. So for me, all the glory goes to God. Yeah, I love my teachers. I love each and every single one of them. They are like superheroes, Especially, I have a special love for physics teachers. Miss LSD, Miss GD, they are like the most amazing teachers. And that love for physics, right, it came from the teachers. It was because of Miss GD and Miss LSD that I developed a love for physics. I know, physics is like the most difficult subject and all, but for me, like, physics is my favorite subject. Even though I didn't get the highest in physics, but I still love it. I love it so much. Like, I want to pursue physics because of teachers. Even in class 11, when I was struggling with physics, right, the passion that they had for physics, for teaching physics, it really made me fall in love with the subject. And now I want to pursue a career in physics, and a lot of credit goes to my physics teachers. So the advice that I would give is that you set your priorities. Like for me, I have my priorities. It's always God first, Jesus Christ, my Savior, and following that would be respecting elders, respect your teachers. You know, if you respect your teachers, you learn to respect your subject. You learn to love your subject. And the next would be studies. That would be my priority list. And you know, you have your own priorities. But my advice to you is to always put God first. If you put God first, you know, He will give you the desires of your heart. I do have Instagram, but especially during the preparation for the board exams, my phone was always switched off. I turn it on only at night, maybe to check some messages, some important messages and all. But during these school days also, I wouldn't really advise you to use social media a lot. Maybe during the holidays you can use social media now, because Instagram, I'm telling you, it's so addictive, right? And the YouTube shorts and all, they are really addictive. So yeah, because nowadays we turn to technology, right, for our studies and all. So most of the time what happens is that we watch YouTube videos for, say, for physics, but then something more attractive, like something that attracts our catches our eye, right? And we would just forget that we were watching a video about physics, and we would indulge in something else. So as for now, like social media, it should be like it should have a very low priority in your life.
What about your experience with the chemistry teacher?
It's KK. He never spares anyone, whether you're smart or you're not smart, he never spares anyone. But I think because of his strictness that we are able to get good marks in chemistry, we always have to come prepared to class, because if you don't come, then he'll school and tell that you are wordless, and then so yeah, I'm glad. I miss my journey in St. Anthony's, but I'm also glad that we no longer have to attend his class. It's not that I hate Sir KK, but it's just that we are scared of his class. But he's a good person, a good teacher, fantastic teacher. No one can teach chemistry like him.
Like the toppers, you must have really gotten like good marks in English and OT too, right? If you take OT letters. So like, how did you balance, especially for English as a common subject for everybody? As science students, we tend to neglect English. So how did you balance that?
I think we should just like our teachers used to teach us to read like stories, like those stories, you know. Every night before sleeping, you can study like that. Just read for understanding, and then you can do well during the exams.
So boards, do you also prepare for any competitive exams alongside?
For me, personally, I did not, because I've already planned out, right, what I was going to do. So I don't know about you. Like, that is for me. Okay, I'm not saying that everyone should do this, but personally, as for this year, like, it was very hectic, right? All of that CUET and competitive exam. Also, I took a year gap, and I'm going for coaching now. So in Guwahati, and I'm going to take my JE next year. And so that's what I did.